time. Oh, the light of sacred stories gathers round its head sublime.
Two young boys were building a float for the annual downtown parade. On their wagon, they put up a beautiful cross decorated with flowers and ribbons. Their pastor walked in and said, "Boys, you have it all wrong. The cross was never lovely or charming. It was old and rugged and hard. You'll have to change this." One of the boys spoke up, "But sir, I thought Jesus never touched anything and left it the same."
Jesus, keep me near the cross there, a precious fountain, free to all, a healing stream flows from Calvary's mountain. Hear the cross, hear the cross, be my glory, till my raptured soul shall find rest beyond the
The glory of the cross, like a mighty beacon holding itself over cool water, it invites to the well of salvation. Like the calm of a sheltered harbor, it marks the peace of God. The foot of the cross touches earth, declaring that God has moved to touch man. The top of the cross points heavenward, showing man a higher destiny. The arms of the cross stretch outward to the whole world, saying, "Whosoever will may come, even you."
Beneath the cross of Jesus, I fain would take my stand. The shadow of a mighty rock within a weary land. A home within the wilderness of rest upon the way from the burning of the noontide heat and the burden of the day. In the cross of Christ I glory.
If Jesus had not elected the way of the cross, then not all the cunning of Judas or the cowardice of Pilate could have conspired to nail him there. It was choice, and it was love that brought about the cross.
The cross upon which Jesus died is a shelter in which we can hide, and His grace so free is sufficient for me, and deep is His fountain, as wide as the sea. There's room at the cross for you. There's room at the cross for you. Though millions have come, there's still room for one. There's room at the cross.
Just after the Civil War, Robert E. Lee was attending morning worship at the Church of the Presidents in Washington, D.C. As communion was being served, he moved to the front of the sanctuary. He found the only place to kneel was beside a praying black man. Without hesitation, Lee knelt there, and after the service, someone asked him why. "Why not?" he replied. "The ground is always level at the foot of the cross."
Christ will meet you there. Come while he waits for you. This joyous voice, live within your hand, and begin life anew. Kneel at the cross, leave every care. Jesus will meet you
The cross, still towering o'er the wrecks of time. The cross has become the hinge of history. The birth of Christ brought God to man, but it took the cross to bring man to God. The teachings of Jesus showed us how much he knew, but the cross showed us how much he cared. The miracles of Christ caused us to believe in him, but the cross proved that he believed in us. The philosophies of Jesus were enough to get men out of the darkness, but it took the cross to get the darkness out of men. The compassion of Christ was enough to keep us out of hell, but it took the cross to get us into heaven. And that is why the apostle says, "God forbid that I should glory except in the cross." The cross is more than a symbol of execution. The death of Christ is more than an episode of martyrdom. It is the focal point of salvation. And even though the winds of hell have blown against it, and the world all its hate hath shown, yet still today it is not overthrown. I say hallelujah for the cross.